Hello everybody, so this is another requested video, this time on Latifa Al Maktoum, the runaway princess from Dubai. Um, she ran away from her abusive father. Um, a French guy helped her escape, a French spy I think he was, but they were caught in somewhere near India by armed guards, sent by her father. They brought her back, they imprisoned that guy, but now I think he's been released, something like this. In my previous reading I've seen him like still kept in confinement, but actually he's been released. um so yeah, and her friend, she had another friend, I think she's from Sweden, something like this. She held like a press conference uh this month in April, I think, sometimes in April, about what happened. She told about Latifa and what kind of person she was, and what happened to them, but they don't know, they don't have actually any information of her whereabouts or what's happening to her. So let's do a reading now. Let's see, let's make an update on Latifa. So I want to see what's going on with her right now. What's the energy around her? Latifa Al Maktoum, I hope she's safe. What's going on with Latifa Al Maktoum in this present moment? I'll post below the links with her video that she posted. That she ran away. She posted a video in case she gets caught, like the worst scenario, something like this, and to where she explained what happened to her. Okay. Let's see. 3 of Wands, 10 of Cups. It's like, I think like there are women around her. I think this is her dad on top. Like she's somewhere where there's a lot of people. This 10 of Cups. I see this. Usually the 10 of Cups is harmony, happy family, but not necessarily. I see you don't necessarily have to see it that way. I see this more like a place with a group of people, more people. She might be in prison where there are, more people, like in a place where there's a group of people. There are women around her, like a mother figure, the Empress, and I think this is her dad on top using his power, to he's on top of things. But she wants she's scheming. She's not giving up. What I see from this 3 of Wands, she still tries to. That plan didn't work. Now she's trying to find another way. She's trying to look for a new option. But I think that she's in a place where there are more people. Maybe she's like held, like a castle or something, like a castle, like a palace, where there are, there's a group of people, the idea of a group of people. There's her mom, the Empress, the mother figure, and maybe her sisters. So there are women around her. Let's see. How is she feeling there? Show us something about her mental state, her mental, emotional state of being. What's going on with her? Where is she mentally, emotionally? What's going on with her? It's strong. It's taking a toll on her. Again, 10 of... She's kept somewhere. Again, the 10. This one is Pentacles. Last one was Cups. She's in a place... It could be like a prison or something where there are a group of people. She may be held in a prison, but she keeps looking... She keeps like... I don't know. I don't think she's hopeful necessarily. But she's not giving up. It's like she's thinking of something else. What next? What's next? She's hoping for the light to come to the... Maybe she's hoping that this... her friends will expose the truth, and she knows that her video got online and that was exposed, and maybe that's what she's hanging on. That's what she's hoping for. You know, the sun, the light shining on the truth and revealing what happened to her. Maybe she hopes that that will save her. So she's still hanging on with the Strength card. And yeah, it's the truth. She's hanging on, and she's hoping that the truth, you know, video that he was posted online, I'll link it below so you can see it too. Yeah, so her hopes are on this. She has hopes about this, that somehow the truth coming to light will help her. But she's still there. She's still in... I think she's in some sort of a confinement, like with a group of people. Could be because she said like this happened to her. You can watch her videos. She said like she was kept in a prison, so she might be like came up twice the tens with the groups of people, so she might be, you know, imprisoned. But she has her high hopes on the truth and on people, you know, making noise about this and speaking about this and bring it up to, you know, attention. So that's what she's hoping for. Let's see what's in the future for her. What can she expect in the future? Latifa Al Maktoum. What a douchebag father. These oppressive fucking males. Oh my god, when is this ever gonna end? This oppressive, weak-minded, abusive man. When the fuck is this gonna end? I don't know. Let's see, what can she expect in the future? So at least that guy's out of prison. Like, there were speculation that they will kill him. At least I hope he's still alive, because I'm not sure what happened. I hope he's still alive. I think he's alive. Again, women, this could be like her sisters, her mother. She's still hopeful. She still wants that, like, restart. She's met with resistance. Maybe the sisters are trying to convince her, no, why you want that? Like, why? Stay here and obey and be a good, you know, daughter. Like, they're fighting. Maybe her sister, her mother, there's some women around her that are trying to convince her. There are family that are maybe trying to convince her. She's emotional about this. Ace of Cups. Her eyes, her hopes are on a freedom, on a future, on a... Again, this 10 of Pentacles. She could be like she's locked somewhere with a group of people, and there are women who are maybe trying to convince her. There are women around her. I don't know, her sisters, her mother, something like this, and they're fighting they're trying to convince her, but she will not. Her eyes are set on the horizon, on freedom, on... She doesn't want to be locked up. This is about openness, exploring, discovering new world. She doesn't want to be locked up in that place, and it's for her, it's probably very emotional that she's not being supported by her own sisters and by her own, I don't know, something like this. And again, this 10 of Pentacles, she might be locked up in a prison. So yeah, it doesn't show exactly what she can expect. It's like the same situation. It's gonna take a while. Let's go further into the future. Will she ever be freed from that place? Will she ever have freedom? Oh my god, like it's, and with the honor killings and all that shit, like how are we so fucking stupid as a species? How are we so idiotic? Honor killings. The poor women, they get raped and then they get killed because they dared to be dishonored. They dared to allow themselves to be raped. Holy fuck, man. Like, what the fuck world is this? Anyways, let's see. And it's not just women who hurt from this, it's men also. I watched yesterday, I watched some videos about what happens in the military and all the rape phenomenon that happens in the military. Is kind of like the open secret. Somewhat like it was with Harvey Weinstein, when everyone knew what he was doing, but they will all not necessarily agree with it, but it's like that's how things are. Somehow it was in their brains printed that like this is how things are, we cannot change it, so we're gonna just shut up about it, some shit like this. And it's the same thing in the military. The rapes after rapes, it's like it's an like a big phenomenon, like it happens everywhere. It happens very often, and the people who are responsible, they're closing their eyes, they're going against the victims instead of going against the perpetrators. It's like, oh, this is what happens, this is normal, shut up. And they're gonna punish you for talking, and they make life miserable for the victims who speak out against the fact that they were raped. And a lot of them, like a poor woman was someone like a guy bashed her head into the concrete. Her brain swelled, like something swelled up, like it affected her a long time. And after he raped her, he took her on her shoulder, and he threw her on a dumpster, saying something about women, that this is where women belong, like what, something like this fucking hatred. And not just women, like a lot of men were raped by other men. They were forced, they were beaten, they were afraid that they're gonna die. And oh my god, they described, like, it was horrific. And what the fuck is wrong with this, with men? With usually men are doing this. And not just women suffer from this, men suffer too. So I think this happened all the time, and it's still happening. This happened before, like 1,000 years ago, when people went to war, and like big military, like men were raping other men. Men were, oh my god, it's horrific. And this, like, there's a lot of dark energy, a lot of unhealed yucky stuff with the male collective, this aggressivity, and this, it's really awful. It needs to change. It needs to change. Something needs to change collectively. It's horribly imbalanced, the male energy. The And why do you feel the need to oppress women? It's because they feel weak, and they have always oppressed women, and they have not let them to be on their own financially. They don't allow you as a woman. Now that we do, now we've taken some power back. We're at least depending financially on ourselves. We don't have to get married. But before, like, you couldn't do that. You had to get married in order to survive. You had to. So women are oppressed systematically by the cultures and by everything. They were considered like as like just breeding animals, and breeding, like they had no rights. And men always have done this, like they have oppressed women, and they still do. And there's still this bad energy that really needs to change. And I don't think that this is normal. I don't think that this is, that's the, no, I think that this can be changed and should be changed. And this is not a healthy, balanced male energy. This is extremely unhealthy, extremely unbalanced in this world. And that's why so many, like, the nature is being raped, the planet is being raped, like this selfishness, self-centered, like all these negative aspects of the male energies have been manifesting for a lot of time, and it needs to change, in my opinion. It needs, because it doesn't have to be like this. I don't think like this is like a normal state of how things are. Oh, it's just normal. No, I don't think this can be changed, and I think we're in the process of changing it, but we're still dealing with this dark, you know, collective, I don't know, yuckiness. Anyway, so let's go. I asked about Latifa Al Maktoum, if she'll ever be free from that fucker. She's fighting back. She's not complying to with them with what they ask her. She's fighting back. She's wanting freedom. She never loses hope for this. She never, this card keeps appearing. Hope, discoveries, renewal, her need to go explore the world. She's fighting back. She's fighting them. She's hoping for the light that will shine a light and that will free her. She has support from people. Maybe this is the people outside, like the people speaking out for her, her friends, her, you know, this needs to be brought to attention. This needs to be so that they can put pressure on him to release her. So it will depend. The poor girl, she's still stuck with this Eight of Swords. She's still stuck. She's like held hostage. But she's keep fighting. She doesn't quit fighting. So I don't think like this is like a no. I think this is more like she'll deal with this for a while, and it will depend. It will depend on people who support her and standing up to them and demanding the truth. So it's like from the cards, I don't know what I repeatedly get from this, like she's held somewhere in with a group of people. It could be prison, because she says she's been there before. He's imprisoned her before like this. He's keeping her stuck, but she's not giving up her dream. Her spirit wants to, she wants to be free. She wants to be, to discover. She wants to explore the world. She doesn't want to be locked up there in their palaces and all that shit. They're not even holding her in palaces. Like, she's endured horrific things. So I don't know. I think they're gonna keep her for a longer time in there. It's gonna take a while before anything can happen, and I think it depends much on people supporting her. So yeah, there is a chance that she gets, but I think it depends on people supporting her and bringing light, shining a light on the truth. But she's, the thing with her, she's a fighter. She doesn't give up. She's always, this card comes up, her energies, not wanting to be locked down, wanting to discover the world, wanting to, you know, grow and not be held back. So she keeps, so she's not quitting. They're trying to make her quit. They're trying, like, there are women around her that are trying to convince her, and I think she's emotional about that. She's disappointed that she's not, that they don't understand her. So they're, because they kept getting the Three of Cups, and then like this woman, then this, the Empress, her mother, like a lot of females around her trying to convince her, but she's not gonna be, you know, break down. She's not, her dream will always be this freedom, wanting to be free. So yeah, I don't know. I think like he's still gonna keep there. He's still gonna keep her there for a while, locked up. I don't know if right now, I think she's in some sort of a prison, something like this, where there are many people. But maybe in the future she'll be in, like, in a palace or something like this, confined in a palace. But she'll still, she never gives up. She'll always want to be free. She'll always try to make that happen. And right now it's like she has a lot of hope on this, the truth being brought up to the light. She has a lot of hope in that. Anyway, so this is what I could get. Like, she doesn't give up. She will always want that. She will not be tamed. She will not be you know, put into submission, or she's fighting back, and she doesn't settle for anything less. So they're trying to convince her, but she's not accepting she wants freedom, and she has her hopes now on like the truth being exposed, and she on people supporting her. But now we'll have to see what happens, because I think it's up to authorities, because like, you know, I make video for her, maybe some other people also make video for her, or like us the little people, there's not much we can do. There needs to be like specifically there needs to be a decision made at a higher level, the authorities and the, you know, the heads of states and things, like to put pressure. They have the power to put pressure. So yeah, it all depends on that. We'll have to see now. Maybe I'll do later an update, but so far this is what I could get. I think she's safe, but I think she's locked down, I think, in a place with other people. And yeah, she keeps fighting and she keeps hoping. Okay, so this was the reading for Latifa. Maybe I'll do later, I don't know when, to see what happens next. We'll see. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.